Tribu All Rise is Chief Jaelyn. We in the law number 2, man. Law number 2 on my list is the law of vibration. Law of vibration states everything has a unique energetic frequency. Now you see I got my handy notebook, and what I've done is I've interpreted the law in a few bullet points that I'm gonna explain to y'all. My interpretation. The law itself, I'm gonna read one more time. So y'all know the simple layman's term version of the law of vibration is everything has a unique energetic frequency. This is just true. You can't deny it, bro. It's just true. Now let's go into my interpretation of it, man. Number 1, bullet point number 1. Your goals are vibrating at a set point. I'm gonna repeat that. Your goals are vibrating at a set point. What do I mean by that? What I'm talking about is whatever you imagine in your mind, it has a frequency and it's somewhere because you saw it, right? Law number 1, we talked about that. We're all connected to the source, so everything we imagine came from the source, which means it exists. When I get into your goals vibrating at a set point, man, all that means is that somewhere in the ether, your goal has a vibration. It exists. The fact that everything is vibrating means that we can match different frequencies, but let me hold on. It takes me into bullet point number 2. You can raise or lower your frequency. Think about that for a second, man. You can raise or lower your frequency. So that means that if your set goal is in a higher frequency, you can raise to match that. If your set goal is in a lower frequency, you can lower to match that. And we see that many times throughout the world, man. You can think about, let's think about like a Will Smith, right? Will Smith went from, what's that show called, man? We all used to watch as kids, Fresh Prince. He went from the streets of Philly to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Do you think that goal required him to lower his frequency or raise his frequency? Rhetorical question. He had to raise his frequency to match that goal, but his dreams of being an acting star existed already. But it was on him to raise his frequency to match it. This takes me into my 3rd and final bullet point, man. The time it takes for you to attract your wish fulfilled is dependent on the difference in frequencies. The time it takes for you to attract your wish fulfilled is dependent on the difference in frequencies. I'm gonna end it with this because that's powerful, man. And y'all just gonna have to rewatch this video. I'm gonna use myself for example. Living in Illinois, in my mama and my pop's home, I wrote down that I would move to New Mexico. I wrote down I would move to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I wrote this down probably 4 to 6 months ago. Just wrote it down on a piece of paper. The frequency I was vibrating on then was here compared to my goal, which was up here. That's the point of knowing these laws, man. I didn't know these laws like that back then. I just knew that when you wrote something down on a piece of paper in the present tense, that it would happen the more you read it and get emotionally involved with it. But I didn't know that it was a matter of matching frequencies because it already existed, right? Me living in Albuquerque, New Mexico already existed. It was just on a different plane. It was vibrating on a different plane than where I was at in Illinois, Southern Illinois, in cornfields. But a matter of time, right? I didn't know that it would take me months to match that frequency, and now I'm here. Sueños Cafe, man, Albuquerque, heart of Albuquerque. I'm here right now, but it took some time. It took some time for my mind to match the frequency of where I needed to go. It didn't happen overnight, dog, and it never will. It won't happen overnight unless it's like you live in Chicago and your goal is to move down the street. For you to match that frequency, it don't take much. And that's why the time aspect nobody knows, because nobody knows how much you got to raise or lower your frequency to match your desire. So that's the law of vibration for you, man. Everything in this universe is vibrating somewhere. If you can see it, it's vibrating somewhere. And that's whether you see it in your mind or you see it in real life. So I want y'all to keep that in mind, man. You see people that's wealthy, don't think it's unattainable. Don't think that living in that high rise is unattainable, or having them acres is unattainable. No, it's just vibrating somewhere. And you just may not be vibrating there right then and there. But you can though. Peace, love, prosperity, 999. We got a few more laws for y'all, man. And I'm going to keep writing and I might keep recording out here. But it's the law of vibration. Tribu, stand tall as Chief Jaelyn. We gone.